Hello, my name is Dr. Jake Anderson, and I'm a chiropractor out in Elkhorn, so I help people with spine, muscle, and joint issues. I put together this brief little presentation to hopefully help out some hairstylists. Top 3 things that hairstylists can do to reduce neck and shoulder pain. Some of the common things that we see in the office, we get hairstylists coming in with neck pain is a big one, headaches, usually in the back or even kind of rotating up to the front, come around both sides. Upper back pain is a big one since you're working over people all day long. We get a handful of stylists coming in with numbness and tingling down the arm, oftentimes in the non-dominant hand, because stylists tend to hold their arm up in those awkward positions as they're working over people. And then we do get the occasional burning sensation down into the shoulder blade. So the question is, why are you getting this pain? Why are you feeling this way? Why do you have that constant ache and tension that you can't get rid of? So as stylists, you do a lot of sustained positioning where you're working over the top of people, holding your arm in awkward positions. The ergonomics can be poor, and you do a lot of the same tasks over and over and over on each person throughout the day. Over time, that can start to stress the tissues of the spine, the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, and even start to cause some irritation into the actual discs in the neck. And that's where you can start producing some of that ache and pain through the neck, shoulder, or even potentially shooting sensations down the arm. So the question is, what can you do to get relief? How can you get rid of this thing? What options are there for you? I've got 3 things you can work on that are simple and easy and effective that you can do on your own to get some relief here. So number 1, easy one, improve your ergonomics. Oftentimes, your positioning of the client or yourself, body awareness of where you're positioning yourself as you're working on these people. If you can limit the time spent where you're working over the top of people or hunching over, getting your arm up in those awkward positions, that can provide you a lot of relief. So if you can raise them up in the chair so that you're working more upright on people and not having to raise your arm up or hunch down over them, that can take a lot of the strain and stress off the back of the neck, off the upper back, and relieve a lot of that tension as much as possible. Just continue changing positions. Try not to work in the same positions for minutes or hours on end. Try to change it up and just get more movement in throughout the day. A couple simple exercises here that you can work on. Before we work on these, get some baselines on what you're feeling. Get some general ranges of motion in your neck and upper back. Where's the pain location? How intense is it? And use those as an audit or a test to come back to after you do these exercises to see if you're making any changes. So the first one here is a neck retraction. You'll imagine there's a string kind of pulling you tall to the ceiling, right? Get that lengthening effect. And instead of tucking the chin down, bring it straight backwards, like something's coming at your face and you're trying to dodge it. You'll perform these 10 repetitions at a time. You can work them in throughout the day, 5-6 times a day. These are an easy one that you can do almost anywhere. But the key to affect the joints and get the most benefit or most bang for your buck out of this is to get that neck coming straight backwards. This will do a lot for getting rid of some of that neck and upper back tension, and it could possibly reduce some of that arm pain you're having. Another simple one and effective one is some extension through the mid-back. We call it thoracic extension. The best place you can do this is have a chair like she does in the picture here, something that hits you about the shoulder blade level, and you will lean yourself over the back of that chair. Now in this example, she has her arms out to the side. I think it's a little bit more effective if you bring your elbows in, pull those shoulder blades out of the way, and that lets you get a little bit more back bend out of that exercise. Again, you'll do this 10 repetitions, work them in every few hours. This is to combat the effects of working forward over people all day long. This is a simple, effective one that you can work in throughout the day. And again, after you do them, retest your range of motion and audit your symptoms, location and intensity, and just see if it's making a change. So those are 3 simple things you can work in throughout the day, simple, effective tips and tricks that can potentially provide you a lot of relief. If you're interested in more tips and tricks, you can follow me on Instagram at dr.jakeanderson. I post a lot of helpful content on there, some educational stuff and some treatment content. And if you're interested in getting some treatment or you just can't solve this thing on your own and you're just sick and tired of dealing with it, you can visit our website, essentialmotionchiro.com, or just call the office at 402-932-5394. This is what we do all day long. Again, my name is Dr. Jake Anderson. I'm a chiropractor out in Elkhorn, and I help people with spine, muscle, and joint pain. Thank you.